What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is just new title, Control, for the PlayStation 4. The last time we started Control, we play as Jesse Faden, a woman who has found the Federal Bureau of Control, and the building itself was on lockdown because there's some sort of strange alien infection invading that's taking control of many people in the building. However, at the same time, she is there to find out what happened to her brother, Dylan. But she, on her way to the director's office, found that he was murdered, or maybe committed suicide. She found this strange alien gun called the service weapon that sort of changes shape throughout time. And pretty much it's been a weird, off-the-rails, unexplained shenanigans ever since. Because the building itself shifts. It's like a living entity that changes, but then this alien entity called the Hiss is also trying to take it over, and there's just a lot of weird stuff going on that's not really explained. So let's continue this adventure, shall we? So last time, besides the service weapon, she also went and got something called that basically there's these things called objects of power, and one of them is the gun called the service weapon. The other one was a floppy disk with Russian nuclear launch codes on them that allow her to use telekinetic abilities. And the third one she acquired is a telephone, like one of those like standard rotary phones, but it allows her to speak with the board. The board are these strange, I'm assuming alien entities that power and give power to these weird objects of power. And and because she acquired the service weapon and went through this sort of like trial on how to use the weapon, she is now the new director of the company. And there's just so much weird stuff going on. I hope it all gets explained. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and continue with what we have to do. Search for a way into the maintenance sector. Yes, we went to a couple of different sectors. We have the whole building layout here. This is also something new for Remedy, that usually they just do games, very intriguing, intricate stories, but it's just level based. But this is a free roam, and it's kind of like a Castlevania style, where it's only one building, and you just gotta traverse through the whole building and unlock doors and go back to get other keys to other areas. Anyway, we are in the central executive area, and we're trying to find a way to the maintenance sector. Let's go. So yeah, this is something I mentioned last time, is that it's because Remedy's been doing since Quantum Break, and it's really nice of them, is that they have an option in their game to turn off copyrighted music, so that way it's easier for streamers to stream the game without getting, weird monetization issues. What's funny is that there's some music in this game by Poets of the Fall, who's one of my favorite bands. And they do a lot of work with Remedy since all the way back since Max Payne 2. They've had music in many of Remedy's games, and they actually apparently helped with the music of this game, along with regular Poets of the Fall music. They helped with like the overall music of the game. So I'm wondering if every time I go to turn on a radio and nothing comes out, it's a Poets of the Fall song playing. No, we don't get to hear it, unfortunately. I'm sure I'll have another playthrough of this game, just on my own. Oh, here we go. Something to read. Collective unconscious. Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared with all human minds. From this arises unconscious knowledge linking us through the ancestral heritage. See Young Report, blah blah blah. Through this collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief in the power of images is shared by a massive population is redacted. In the creation of altered items and objects of power, the sheer amount of redacted excluded is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbuing a single object with massive amounts of redacted. Theoretically, places of power could likewise be formed by simple power of the sustained collective belief. Interesting. So maybe that's why the building is a place of power, because so many people believe it's a place of power that it's become one. See, like here again, Poets of the Fall, and we can't hear them. Maybe. The singing stopped. There was some singing going on. Oh, we have the key for this area now. Clearance level 1. Power utility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals para-natural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. I don't think I'm reading that right, but whatever. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the redacted object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve throw distance of redacted, while others are only capable as little as redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation. Blah, blah, blah. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some redacted exists within the body that, like all muscles, can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I've officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-lieutenantarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request.
Help your friends by not worrying. Worrying only wastes time. Focus on the work.
I hope the grease monkeys and maintenance can keep the lights on. Blackout will be the end of us.
The hole in your room is the hole in you. When you let you in through the hole, you have always been here, but you are a word switcher. Some response
I'm really intrigued by this area. I'm sure it's going to be like a last boss sort of area, because we cannot walk there. It kills us. Fucking Remedy. So good. They're like, here's this thing. You can't go there, but here it is. You want to know what it is, though. Okay, we're back in the central executive area. Sector elevator. Oh. Man. That's the janitor from before who could hear our thoughts.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
He's the one that was singing before, and then it stopped when we left.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too? The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
You'll notice she says we a lot, and she says you a lot. She's referring to something controlling her in her head, probably the player, but also something in-game related, probably connected to the gun and the weird board of directors alien people. Oh boy. We just got that thing called a threshold remnant. I need 1 out of 8. Spin Faden has a generous magazine. Okay, maybe not that. Yeah, this. Okay, to upgrade the type of mods that we could create, we need a threshold remnant. So we just need a few more source, and then we could do it. So that's the things, you could change the gun's shape. It starts out as just a pistol. Then we got this one, which is called a shatter, but high stopping power with a scatter shot. So basically this is a shotgun, like as a way to get different weapons in the game. It's really just the same weapon that's changing its shape. I like that. Oh, here's the poison fungus stuff. We walk in there, we can't, we start to choke if we walk in there. Where the fuck is this office? Ah.
What's down that way?
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh, such a big game. Didn't realize how big it was.
drawing the pyramid.
The what?
The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
Fucking Remedy and all their weird in-game TV shows. It seems like it's like one of those like weird. It's called the Threshold Kids. We're getting items called Threshold Remnants. It feels like it's one of those, but I don't understand. It's like a weird propaganda TV show inside the company. It's weird. It's creepy. I don't like it. Well, we had to investigate the light, didn't we?
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here? Carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Like it. Okay. Oh boy. The horse / choo-choo. Evade dash. Use it, prove, and escape. Oh, nice. That was instinct. That was that was just pure instinct. That's pretty good. I like it. Okay. Just a moment. Just a moment. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, use Air-Evade to complete the Astral Plane Challenge. So yeah, this is for... Oh, there it is, the Black Pyramid. Oh, whoops. And this PS4 exclusive outfit that we're wearing is called the Astral Dive Suit. So I have a feeling that it's meant to like be like, this is what you wear while you're doing the challenges or something. Ah, I fucked up already. Gold enemies are immune to Jesse's attacks. Okay. It's so weird.
Let's see the hiss keep up with me now.
Trophy earned, shifting positions. Hidden location discovered. I suppose. I mean, it's just the break room. The hidden location was that and the astral pocket, I suppose. Alright, let's find the janitor.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry.
Jesus
yet,
Christ.
though. You'll take care of it, and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back.
Clearance level 2.
That's great. Thank you, Ati.
What a mess.
Yep.
Burn the trash. It's a side
Burn
mission.
the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all.
Okay.
Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
He responded to our thought messages again. Power plant, converters, ventilation, office. Merry-go-round. Acquisition date 1998. Objects should be kept in a confined space when unbound. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving a short distance at high speed. This can be quite dangerous when redacted its path. The object is currently bounded by redacted. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. The local redacted reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, see American Overnight episode 235, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local redacted were found dead at the scene. Object attacked agent redacted by redacted. Agent invoked formula C.5 to redacted the object long enough to redacted. Oh boy. Okay. Threshold kids. Okay, so we have to find the furnace. Burn the trash around the furnace. Janitor's office. Oh, wait. Then again, he said when you have time, so maybe it's only after we complete our main objective that we were working towards. And I'm going in circles. Okay.
It's time for a coffee break, son.
Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Thanks, Max Payne.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Arish escaped object of power. An object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple of weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. If anyone sees the merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me and immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own, and definitely do not bind yourself to it. Well, too late.
It's dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I've just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, It's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my...
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. And he probably knows more than anyone else around here, if you can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
I should be going.
Right. You gotta lock down the lift. What's your read on all this?
Energy conversions.
Security matters. Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about Adi, just tell them you'll handle it and leave it at that. No, under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him, so you could better deal with his odd habits, but yes, it's still very much a classified matter. The janitor is classified. Weird. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide the next steps. P.S. In case you hadn't noticed, something's up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it.
Well below the acceptable percentage. Internal pressure's climbing so fast. When it blows, we're all going with it.
Trophy earned. Ritualistic thinking. Jesus, this place is huge. This game is huge. It's much bigger than I thought it would be. Crazy. Good job, Remedy. Well, shit. Okay. I hope that doesn't count as dying for that other challenge I was doing. Kill 50 enemies without dying. We'll see. Shit, it started it over. Okay. Hiss-charged. Hiss-charged agents are examples of extreme physical deformation resulting from hiss corruption. They display an unthinking fixation in any non-corrupt individuals in the area, and once within a specific proximity, they erupt into a burst of focused hiss resonance so dense it acts as a physical force. Hiss-charged is depleted of the hiss corruption after the eruption. The host is left lifeless. The behavior may be adaptive response to HRAs. The hiss charger designed to blow the devices off potential hosts, exposing them to the resonance. Is the hiss capable of customizing the corrupt host altered ability to this degree? Why is the physiology of the hiss charge so dramatically different from the host's original form? Lots of questions, no answers. Refer to redacted report. My goodness. What are we looking for? The coolant pumps.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
By crash, did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material? Seems like I'm breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ati wants, I'll get it done.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I believe I've discovered a code Omega supernatural entity taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a sentient force, capable of communicating. I checked, and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
Mail tube complaint. Hey Bozer, get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of the shift or threshold or some such fuckery, and that if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such bullshit. Why do we even have these fucking tubes if they just spit out our mail in some other goddamn dimension? Just venting here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit. It's true. Seems counterintuitive to have mail tubes in a building that could rearrange itself. Same thing with the bathrooms. And that other letter that we found previously. Cool. Oh, 2 points. I'll see if we can find some volunteers. Jesus.
Just hold together a little longer.
Bro, go to ship. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the core.
Clog complaint. That gross blockage down in the water system is back. What the fuck is it? And where does it keep coming from? And why the hell does Audie keep yelling nonsense at it? He acts like it can understand him. Of course, he acts like we can understand him too. Guess he's just that his brand of crazy. Gonna try to you knew the drain. Wow, words. I'm going to try a new drain cleaner extreme strength. Sure. Well, there's these batteries here. Uh-oh. Bad guys.
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
Most disgusting thing I've ever seen. hurry.
Okay, so one random little clearage of weird, ugly sewage to get one sort of, one chest, and that's about it. Interesting. Not an official side mission, it's just a thing there to do. Interesting, interesting. Okay. There's at least one more power thing, but where is it? There's plenty of power cubes around.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
Hiss Trooper. Troopers are meant to be first agents to enter unknown AWEs, thresholds, or any other paranatural hazardous situation. They're heavily armored and heavily armed in preparation for the worst. As a result of their role, his troopers have access to the heaviest armor and weaponry from the Borough's armory, including military-grade chain guns and grenade launchers. In addition to their already formidable FBC-issued armor, the hiss resonance surrounding these entities is dense enough to stop bullets. If forced to engage one of these, be sure to make use of any available cover. Also note that to the telekinetically talented, enemy grenades can be welcome source of ammunition.
In pipe C through F. Is the clock back? Now? Oh man, Adi is gonna be so pissed. Crew feels a lot safer when you're around.
I should be going. Try to stay
Right.
alive.
You gotta lock down the lift.
I have a feeling that this one's going to be a machine gun. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Next is fix the energy converter. Okay, not what I wanted to do. Brilliant. Trophy earned, unstable matter. Ah. Oh, kill enemies using melee. I didn't realize I had that. Okay, time to do that.
This place is gonna come down.
I deserve that. That was stupid of me. This is not the area I wanted to go to. Okay. Thresholds. The oldest house is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warning. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer in manifests. The widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on a redacted frequency different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a redacted. Others theorize that thresholds are parallel universes or possibly our own reality at different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered materials affects the house or attracts thresholds. We do not know for certain that thresholds are not permanent. Eventually their frequency will shift. Some believe Earth itself is another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in another reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes redacted in those who learn of it is so actively denied. Causes redacted in those who learn of it is so actively denied. Okay, well, this is not where we're supposed to be going, so we'll come back later, because I'm sure this is going to be a thing that we're going to have to look at anyway. Let's find the one we're supposed to be going to, which is the energy converters.
Just hold together a little longer.
It's fried up. You'll need to fix it before all the big bats inside the plant has a shit fit.
upcoming game reminder. Next game is Wednesday at 8, usual spot. Hazard owes 20. Irish still on a winning streak. Please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you 60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepsenstall's turn. I know it's interesting to read these things, but I find it takes up a lot of time, so I think I'm going to stop reading them. Okay, hey, this is where we had to be.
Forces contained. A lockdown. Only be lifted by a directorial override.
That's it. The other sector should be open now.
Should be.
I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here.
Ooh.
I'll risk it.
About her brother Dylan.
We should get to know each other.
She says you. It's like that game Deadly Premonition. The protagonist keeps saying you, referring to the voice in their head, but it could also be referring to the player. Well, that seems like a pretty good place to take a break. We cleaned up the power plant quite a bit. And we are moving on through this entire mess of a building with these huge maps. I didn't realize how big they are. But yeah, we will continue this story of Control and Jesse Faden and the fate of her brother Dylan and what this weird alien presence is and whatever this strange world is. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you wait just a few seconds, you could click the thumbnail to go to the next video, if it's available. If it's not, you could click another playlist to see the other games I've gone through on my channel. If you want to, don't have to. I don't mind either way. But in the meantime, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in a little bit.